Well, as you guys can see, it was a frosty night. I've waited, it's 9:30, so things are starting to warm up, if you can call it that. 4 degrees Celsius. It's that time of year where getting out adventuring is cold business. I've got an idea though today. Stan and I did an adventure earlier this year where we found one of the old pioneer roads that connected the town I live in to the next town 10 kilometers that way. And there's remnants of the old road that weave in and out past the highway. You know, it's not really there, but there are sections that are. And I think, looking on Google Maps, I found a place for us to go, park the truck, take the dog for a walk, and we can even detect that trail. There's probably a couple kilometers worth of old road. These are the roads these guys would have been using wagons on. That's how old this road is, right? 1880s, way before the time of cars. Who knows what we'll find? Let's go check it out.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Whew. Heated seat and steering wheel? Yes, please. This right here is the actual 1880s road, but it doesn't go much further. The adventure that Stan and I went on earlier this year was to find the 1920s home for single moms. And it was basically a place where if you got knocked up, you got sent there to have your kid, and you know, you weren't, that wasn't being publicized. It was like a secret thing, right? So Stan and I did try to find this foundation. That would be all that's left out here, and we never did find anything conclusive. So that's something we can keep our eyes open for today. You never know what we're gonna find on this trail. There could be other old homesteads out here. I don't know. There's a deer. There's a deer. And of course, as soon as we start down the trail here, you get to the edge of town, right? And everybody just wants to dump their garbage. We've seen this many times in videos we've made. Ridiculous. Pegs. Huh, so this is the old road right here. Not much of it left. And I think if these hydro poles weren't here, there wouldn't be anything left. Huh, not really what I was expecting for a trail. Well, at least I wore the right boots for this adventure. Sometimes I get caught, but not today. Hey, where are your boots, mister? Well, I'm seeing lots of birds down here. Birds and berries, a deer. Might be a good place to take a walk with the camera. Yeah, I think this is a better place for a camera than a metal detector. I mean, there's no way we're detecting any of this. And as far as I can see up this trail, this is what it looks like. We're gonna keep going, you never know. It's gotta open up somewhere. Stan and I came in from the other end of this trail before, and it was much more walkable. And we did find old cars and stuff in the bush, so you never know. I'm keeping my eyes open. Ah, here we go. We're starting to get out of the swamp. Hey, I might even be able to swing this part of the trail. Okay, so we're out of the wet. Looks like we're on more solid ground here. I'm going to fire up the detector and we'll detect and walk at the same time. Well, there's the first find of the day. An old shell casing from a 44. Probably going to be all kinds of that stuff on this trail. Oh boy, you guys are in for a treat today. Call me crazy, but that looks like either the bottom of a bulb or a fuse. What would that be doing out here? Was there a homestead here somewhere? Hard to say. Huh. I don't know. Part of a leaf spring? Hey, that's a pretty good signal. Maybe a coin? Huh. Not a coin. But I don't know what it is. Let's brush it off. Well, in my expert opinion, I think that is a cable fastener of some kind. There'd be another half that goes on there and then they get screwed together. I'm just guessing here, but I think there's teeth in the bottom of this. That kind of makes sense. Let me know if you guys know what that is. Well, the digging's not getting any easier, and the treasure's not getting any better. Okay, I see a surface find over here. Gotta keep your eyes open. There's an old jug. Look at that. Probably a fuel can. Can ever so slightly see a little bit of red paint on there. Show you guys what I'm digging in. Right here, it's wet and cold. There's a piece of glass I just pulled out of there, but there's also a good signal. Right there, we just gotta find it. And be careful because there is glass in there. Ugh. Ah, look at that. Another bottom to a light bulb. What's going on? It's too cold to be getting light bulb bottoms. Not only do I find that cold, but I find that odd. There is no house here. There is no foundation here, unless I'm missing something. I'm not seeing any signs of it. I mean, it's just brush and swamp and... Now, Gage will tell you that mud smells fantastic, but I gotta tell you a different story, guys. It smells like ass, is what it smells like. So not only am I cold and wet, but I stink. Okay, another high tone right on the trail here. I don't know what it is, but as I'm digging it out, I looked over here. Do you guys see that right there? That looks almost like the square edge of a brick. Let's take a look. Or am I just... crazy. I don't know. I mean, that does look almost like some kind of cement. And that edge looks pretty flat. Bloody hard to say. I think it is man-made. And I see a whole pile of rocks here. I don't know. Could it be natural? I mean, look at the inclusions in there. That doesn't look natural to me. Quartz. That looks man-made. Hey, look at this. Look at this. We've got some linoleum flooring. And something else, part of an old chair. All right, haha, what do we got here? We got something here. Again, this doesn't look like there's any room, flat area for a foundation. It's going up a hill here, but there's definitely a pile of stuff here. I mean, light bulbs in the middle of the trail. It's got to be something, right? But I don't see any signs of a foundation. I do see something weird right here. Is this a well? Look at that right there. What is this? This is an old well. This is an old well right here, guys. Look at the stones. Yep. Yeah, so there's where we were just digging, and if we come back here, I missed this. There's a pipe running out of the side hill coming from where that well is up there. But it's just running down to the trail here. So that makes me wonder if that was just a watering hole, like a spring that people could drink as they were doing this old 1880s road. There are a few places where I hunt that we still draw water from today, where guys have maintained, 100-year-old little springs that come out of the hills, and they'll put in a plastic gravity feed system, and you can stop and fill your canteens and get water while you're out hunting. And I think that's what this is, because there's nowhere here. Other than that cement mix, I'm a little confused as to what that is. I don't see anywhere to put a foundation. What is it? I don't know. It's heavy duty. But it's not the same era as that other stuff we were finding. That's much more modern. All right, 100 yards down the trail here, and we've got a bit of a stone wall, or some piled stone. Looks like a wall going off in that direction right there. Yeah, a stone wall. At this point, the old road has pretty much just turned into a game trail. And a washed out swamp, apparently. All right, well, sadly, guys, that's the end of this trail. It's as far as I can go. It's all full of swamp and water down there now. But definitely signs of habitation back here. No coins or anything, but hey, this is the old 1880s road. We proved that there were people using and hiking it anyway. Check it off the list, I guess.